Because the person was wearing jeans that were a little too short, hunting socks with dress shoes that were the color camel. So the person said that it just looked like this person was very out of place.
And there was something, the most important thing about the person that this woman saw is that she says that he had a rope or a clothesline, as she put it. She said she wasn't sure, because I spoke with her, whether it was a rope or a clothesline protruding from the bottom of the sweatshirt. And that
Jussie claims that was used in the attack, a rope or some sort of thing was put around his neck and fashioned into a noose.
And what's interesting is cops told us that it was more like a clothesline, and she actually thought it might be a clothesline because she said it was white and blue. So 4 hours later, she actually was going to the gym. She went down to the lobby and saw all the security around, told the concierge what she saw, and he said, "Oh my God, this is really important. Call the police." And she ended up giving this to the detectives on Tuesday afternoon. Now, we don't know if this guy has any involvement in this, but he was also looking across the way at another person. This is what the woman told us, that was looking at a second person. So we don't know if there's any connection there. But the one thing that we know cops are looking at is they're looking at this video over a period of time to see if there's any connection. It seems, based on all the calls we made today, they just don't know yet.
No, they don't. They don't know yet, and they're not saying one way or another. They're still, from everyone that we've spoken to, they are actively gathering
Can I ask
more
you a question,
information.
though? And obviously the police, everyone, societies are better when police do thorough investigations and they do these things, you know, as aggressively as they can. In this particular situation, aren't we running out of reasons not to believe him?
It's not.
For me, obviously, I believe him completely, but there seem to be skeptics everywhere, and at this point, if this was engineered or manufactured in some kind of way, this is a production that rivals Hamilton. This would almost, to me, it doesn't. It's not making any sense not to kind of take him at his word.
I will say that the people we've talked to at the official level of the police department say they are not disbelieving anything Jussie says. What they're trying to do is figure out what happened, how it happened, and who did it. Right. And that's why they're looking at all of these videos. And one of the reasons I think they are making some of this public and why they released these pictures, even though they're not particularly helpful, is that they want to see if they can help get to the bottom of it. And the way to do it is to release things like this and to talk about this stuff.
I mean, the bottom line is to find the people who did this to Jussie.
And that's why they're looking at all of these videos, trying to piece all of this stuff together. But I think that it's highly relevant that he didn't have anything around his neck. When he walks in during this blind spot, he walks into the building with that around his neck. Right. So the question is, do they have any video of this period where there seems to be a gap? Right. And that's the thing right now that they're dealing with.
Right. Something else happened this morning that we've been waiting on. A lot of people have been calling for this. President Trump finally reacted to the alleged attack.
And the reason is because Jussie says these guys are MAGA country and left.
So he was in the Oval Office this morning. A reporter asked him about Jussie Smollett. Here's what the president said.
I want to ask you about Jussie Smollett. Have you heard about that story? The Chicago situation, the actor from Empire who was allegedly attacked with racist and homophobic.
That I can tell you is horrible. I've seen it last night. I think that's horrible. It doesn't get worse, as far as I'm concerned.
I wish somebody would have asked him about the MAGA country.
In listening to it again, I think whoever asked the question was leading up to and was going to say the MAGA thing. I just wish it would have been a follow-up, because the obvious question is, did you set the tone for things like this to happen?
Yeah. Do you feel like in any way you enabled this and you set a climate in this country to make people feel emboldened and empowered to take part in this type of disgusting activity?
I mean, honestly, when you watch again, it's almost like he knew the MAGA thing was coming.
And he cut it off.
And he cut it off and just said, I saw it.
I was just hoping there'd be a follow-up on that.
I know. But there wasn't. I saw the full thing. He went on to talk about the wall at that point.
I will say this, though. It's telling to me that in the case of a situation where a group of kids wearing Make America Great Again hats have some sort of standoff with the Native American elder, we get something from the White House right away. But the president has to be asked about this
3 days later.
Yeah, hate crime. Yeah, so it's weird to me. Well, not weird.